When Claude Michon needs to juice up his EV, he has to drive it to this public charging station.
Park the car, charge it, and walk home, about a 15-minute walk from here, and then walk back the next morning, pick the car up fully charged.
There's nowhere to charge it in his condo building, and the parking lot next to his place doesn't have enough power for even one charging station. Retrofitting condos and parking lots with EV chargers isn't cheap, anywhere from hundreds of dollars to thousands if the transformers that feed the building need to be upgraded.
The cost is dramatically lower if you do it during the build as opposed to a retrofit.
At the University of Toronto, Olivier Trescas is part of a research team developing new EV charging technology. He says it's best that developers build for the future.
A good compromise is just to have the rough-in, so that is to have the power connection from the panel to the parking spot, and then when the time comes, you can actually install the charger and plug it into that receptacle.
Across the country, there's a mishmash of incentives and regulations for new builds to include varying numbers of EV charging stations, while federally, the government's trying to change the electrical code to make new residential buildings EV ready.
Some condos that are being developed right now that aren't actually putting in 100%. They're doing just, the minimum.
But at least one Toronto developer is going all in on a net zero future.
We will have 4 levels of underground parking, and every one of those spaces will have EV chargers.
It costs an extra $10 to $12 million, but she believes it's worth it.
It's a win-win for the environment. It also is, entices people that purchase a unit here to buy an EV vehicle.
A feature that really would have helped Claude Michon out.
That would be an excellent idea, yes.
And saved him all these trips back and forth. Katie Nicholson, CBC News, Toronto.